Let's go. Huh? I said I'd be back. I knew they were going to do it. What did I say at the end of the stream today? I'm just remembering that. Right. I said that watch out for Friday night because the Huberto Tkachuk trade. The Tkachuk trade went down on Friday night. Ha 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 ha. All right. How are we doing? Obviously, you guys see lovely Miss Donna is here with us tonight. So, and she's I said, I got to go live. She's like, let's go. She's like, let's go. How lucky am I, man? So here we go. Let's see. Rosado, Benny back. Do we know the terms? I saw somebody say 8x8. Jameson. Rosado says, take the 5, Aaron, trade E-Rod, sign Marchand. Yeah. Bennett for 8. It's 8x8. There we go. Holy crap. Right off the bat. Hold on a second. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Way to get us started. Samuel, I love you. Yes, we all love us some Sam Bennett right now. That is for sure. Try to blow it up. So it is 8x8. Thank you. So let me scroll back up to what we saw up here. Yeah, hello, Jaws. Miss Jaws in my picture is Roy Schneider because Captain Chief Brody's up there. No, that's okay. Capitalism is fine. So $8 million, we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. Jameson says, sorry, Leafs Nations. Bennett ain't going nowhere. Get your home down discount with JT. Exactly, right? So if JT can sign for 4, Ekblad can 2, $1.25 for Samo, 5 for Marchand. What does that leave us with? Let's see. 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 7 is 17. $1.25 for Samo is 18.25. Nah, you'd have to move Boquist. You would have to move Boquist to get a seventh defenseman. But you wouldn't have to move Erod under those circumstances. $1.25 for Sam Miskevich is, I think maybe we can get him for $1.50. But unless he wants to take a one-year deal. Yeah, he said he wasn't effing leaving. That's right. Ain't that the truth? They're still working on Brad per NHL Network, $5 to $6 million. So if you give Brad 5.5, that's 13.5. If you get Ekblad for 5, 18.5. If you trade Erod, it's close. It's close. It's real tight. Seven Gendler. I don't know. Just so everybody knows, YouTube has changed things. So they're not showing me your handle. They're showing me your ats now instead of what your name was previously. So some of you, I may not know exactly if you know who you are because it's not showing me your name anymore. So Seven Glander says, I guess I'm the only pessimistic one tonight. 8x8 is super unideal. Marcia Conn Smythe winner on a 6.5. Thought we had this down to 7x7 or 6.5. So what I've been saying before Conn Smythe and all of that, what I consistently said was I would give Bennett the 8x8. You're paying Bennett 7. The extra $1 million per year is so you keep Anton Lundell at 3C because there's not a team in the league that compete with our third line, especially if we sign Marchand. So is it a little bit of an overpay? Maybe, but he probably could have gotten more than that on the open market anyway. But you're paying that extra money to keep Lundell at 3C, which is just beautiful, man. And if they're going to be able to finish Marchand, then the question is just going to be about Ekblad. Yeah, less than Reinhart, more than Swaggy. Right. Beck says, yeah, I was hoping for 7, but whatever. Right. So we have 11 left right now. So you got to figure if you can get Tarasov for 1, Samo for 1.5, if you sign Marchand, the forward group is done unless you trade Rodriguez. If you trade Rodriguez, you still will need to, you need a 4C. So Rodriguez probably will be the odd man out unless we don't sign Ekblad. But this is just a beautiful thing. We don't have to worry. All these rumors, man, I can't wait till this is over from the censor. Just all the rumors have just been crazy. Hey, Skyler, Bucks, Tim Black says Rodriguez can go. My heart, it hurts. You hate to see a guy go. He's been here for both runs. I'd love to see him get a chance at the third, but it's all up to Ekblad now. I mean, with Bennett at 8, if you get Marchand to take 5, I don't see how you don't play Ekblad 6. I don't see how you tell Ekblad he can take anything less than 6. And at that point, even trading Rodriguez would not give us enough cap space to do what we need to do. It'd have to be Rodriguez and Boquist. Cade, yeah. Bennett kept his word. Hey, GE, a little bit too much for your taste. I understand that, but like I said, keeping Lundell at 3C is at 2C is 3C, excuse me, is the most important thing. Nirmac, you think Ekblad's gone no matter what? Because of the 8 years, I understand. But now let's look at this, GE. He's 29, okay? Let's say he's got 5. Let's just say he's got 4 more quality years at 2C. You're going to then flip Lundell to 2C, and Bennett's now at 3C. You see how Marchand is still playing at his age on the third line. And then eventually, if you ended up with Bennett at 4C, is it a lot of money? Sure. But with the cap going up, I get the idea, but for the concern. But I mean, we're playing with all the house money. You know what I mean? We just won 2 cups in a row. You do whatever you have to do to see how long this can last. Hot Take Hockey just announced Leafs are behind Safaris, cheap, right? And the Oilers are going for Stolars. Wouldn't that be something? Why would Toronto? Is he a free agent? I thought he had a contract. Are they going to try to trade him? Why would Toronto do that? Kevin, it's Michael by the by. Gotcha. Not a fan of the name change. I know, man. Neither am I. This is on YouTube. Did this on its own. It's a pain in the ass. Hey, Simon.
It's not going to be like the other way anymore, ever.
As far as this just happened to us. This just happened today. So I don't even know why this is happening. But even on YouTube, they're seeing it. So I don't know why they did this. I don't know if I'm going to have the option to change it back. So I'll try to investigate that tomorrow. Colin says, please announce Ekblad next, right? Tim says, cap is only going to go up 8x8 is fine. Yeah. RJ, how you doing, bud? Yep. Yeah, we got 2 cups, so we'll take it. Tim, you say you're okay with letting Ekblad go. If we can get Yokoharu, I mean, he's not going to be much cheaper. I mean, we can pay $4 or $5 million in that spot, maybe 6. We'll see what Zito cooks up. Cruise Control, how you doing, bud? Joel says, I think Marshy's next. The Panthers will need to make moves for Ekblad. Yeah, oh boy, put Ekblad in that position, right? Imagine putting Ekblad in that position and say, well, we can give you 5 or we can trade Erod and give you 7. Like, take your pick, Aaron. Al's, yeah, we saw that a few days ago with him renewing his driver's license. Hey, thank you, Amanda. Thank you. She says, Bennett's way better than Marshall. So let's be honest, he does everything and anything. Marshall is like Verhaeghe, in all honesty. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to Marchessault, but Bennett's the full package. So GP says, do I think Tampa will try to offer Ekblad just for spite? They don't have any money. Unless they make a move, Tampa's only got 3.5, not even 3.5 million in cap space. So they would have to move somebody to do that. Illinois Lumi. Man, these names, I can't believe the YouTube did this. About Erod being gone, yeah. Al says, Twitter's now saying Rodriguez and Marchand are leaving because Florida's targeting pasta. That's got to be garbage.
Yeah.
That's just got to be garbage. I mean, we talked about that during the stream earlier. The guy that supposedly confirmed it is a Czechoslovakian guy that covers soccer. And they said that the deal would involve Lundell, Verhaeghe, and Forsling. Like, it would be the dumbest move on the face of the earth. Tim says Erod can go. Nosek for $1.25. Keep Marchand 5.5 for 4. Giuseppe, a little overpayment. We should live with it, right? Yeah, give Marshy a DQ and yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like on your video.
Yeah, exactly. Throw in a DQ.
A boat.
Craig says Ekblad can't possibly think he's worth more than Gus. No, and he's been getting paid. It's not like Ekblad's been on a $4 million deal all these years. You know? Hey, Ghost, you're a little scared by the $8 million. Holy crap. Holy crap. Thank you, capitalism. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. All right. He says, man, if we could bring Bob's contract down a few mil, Toronto's going to be interesting with that saved cap space, but they ain't getting Bennett. What's the lowest Ekblad would or could go? Boy, this is going to be problems. How bad does he want to stay and get the 3-peat? Tavares did. So originally what we thought what was going on with Ekblad, thank you again, Mike. I appreciate that, brother. That's a big thank you, man. Originally, we thought with Ekblad, the issue was going to be term. So, I mean, you get Bennett 8. It just all depends on what we want to do with Rodriguez. Now, remember, Rodriguez, I think, only has the 1 more year on the deal. Is it 1 or 2 more years for Rodriguez? To me, if you can get Ekblad for 5 times 8, again, the term is a little bit of a problem. But if that means you could somehow squeeze in Marchand without having to move Rodriguez, like I think if Ekblad was to take 5, that would be 16. If you gave Marchand, no, man. We got 11 left. If Ekblad takes 5, we got 6 left. If Marchand takes 5 of it, that's 1 left. And if you traded Bolquist, it's not enough money for Samoskevich and the backup goalie. And really, when you think about it, even if Ekblad leaves, you probably got to move Rodriguez to sign Marchand because you got to replace, you got to get somebody on the second pair for next to Mikkola. It's very hard to see. It's very hard to see how we can sign Marchand and sign Ekblad without moving Rodriguez. Al says Parsons very similar to Tarasenko with his intensity and attitude. It just makes 0 sense. Like from any practical perspective, the Pasta thing just makes no sense whatsoever. He makes 11 and a quarter. We're going to bring in a guy suddenly that it just doesn't make any sense at all. Cannot move into anything other than keep Lundy. Such a bargain, right? Yeah, Marchand's going to be the – yeah. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that, bud. Appreciate that, man. Sorry we don't have the names up right. That's hopefully YouTube gets enough grief and puts it back. It don't make any sense why they did that. Mason says, tell Ekman to take 1 year for $4 million so we get another insane run, pay him next year. I mean, that's a possibility, but would Ekman want to take the chance on betting on himself, right? Joel says, I can see Ekblad going for 7.5 or 8 in free agency. If he stays, he's looking at 6.5. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Cuban. Thank you, bud. Thank you, Cuban. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. I'll never believe that, Cuban. I would light everything in this room on fire. Everything in this room on fire if that happened, Cuban. Al says other channels aren't changing names to ats. So it's only happening on certain channels. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I could look and see if there's some kind of setting. Let me look real quick and see if there's some kind of screwed up setting here, but it just happened today out of nowhere. Channel, no, that's not where it's going to be. I don't want to spend too much time here, but what about community? No. It doesn't make any sense what they did. Content. Let me go to the.
I have my phone. I'd Google it for you so you had it.
Oh yeah. What about customization? Is there anything here in the chat?
Live chat.
No, there's nothing here in the chat that in my settings that has anything to do with it. So we'll just have to see how it goes. See if I can find out by doing some research what the hell happened. Yeah, Toronto's not going to do that unless they're looking for somebody to get after Marner, right? McDavid for Stolle. Yeah, sure, why not? Exactly. Hey, thank you, X. Thank you, bud. Much appreciated, buddy. Says, now what about Marchand? Can we afford him? It depends. It just depends on Ekblad, and it depends on if we want to move Rodriguez. Now, and plus, if we sign Marchand, you really got to move Rodriguez anyway, because there's not going to be any room for him unless you're going to actually play him at 4C. That would be the only spot for him because Mackey's next to Bennett and Kachuk.
Do you know who that is?
Who, what?
X7.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Tim says Cap's going up 8.5 next year and 9 the year after. So Bennett at 8x8 is perfect. Yeah, exactly. Absolute. I thought we were trading Bennett for Pasta, right? Stolarz has another year left. Yeah, I don't know why Stolarz. I don't know why Toronto would do that. Al says YouTube is a mess with the way it's coded. Yeah.
Maybe if it's not obvious, you all could tell us who it is.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
of y'all are obvious.
Some of you are obvious.
Al,
right. Yeah, but some of them.
Simon, we can tell.
Right. Sports shorts. How do I feel about not having a pick in the first 3 rounds? I like cups. You know what I mean? Eventually we'll have to pay the piper, but we might win 3 or 4 cups by then. Joseph, you don't like Yokoharu?
Like that one.
Can I run a poll to see which Panthers fans want more, Marshy or Eki? All right, sure. Let me go. I got to do that from YouTube. I can't do it here. But yeah, I'll do that. It's so nice now. I don't have to worry about going around on my laptop and the internet screwing with me.
How many people want to keep Rodriguez and how many people think you should go?
Let me see something. Yeah, I see. It's not letting me. It's just giving me their ads. I'm seeing if there's something here that would.
I know I don't like not knowing who we're talking.
I know, right?
At Green Loogie, we know that's Green Loogie.
Yeah.
But some of them are obvious. True.
Okay, so let me run the gauge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to Google that. See if there's a way to put it back to their names.
Right. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Right.
All right, I got it right. Yeah, okay.
Is JC on?
Yeah, JC is Florida Panthers den, but I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, you know what his is?
Yeah, because he was here at noon. Yeah. Hey, True. Let me come back over here. Okay. Al says Edmonton's desperate for Stolars because McDavid's demanding a better goalie. That I agree with. Can you imagine if we had to go through that the third time in a row and it would be against Stoli? That'd be crazy. Yeah, we heard about the 84 game season. Looks like that's a good thing to do, or it's good to go. Hey, Simon, appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, it's a good week. Giuseppe thinks Ekblad isn't worth keeping if he wants anything over 5.5. Oh, so that's Penty. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I'll do my best to remember everything. Beck says pasta is fake. Yeah, I mean, I can't, like, in a million years, I can't imagine how that would even be a thing. I agree, Colin. Positive energy for Ekblad staying.
You want Rodriguez to stay too, right?
If we sign Marchand, we really can't keep Rodriguez because Barkov, Verhaeghe, Reinhart, Bennett, Kachuk, Samoskevich, Lundell, Luosterainen, Marchand, and Greer and Gadjevich are already signed. So the only thing you need is a 4C. You have Boquist. And if you're going to put Rodriguez at 4C, it is an expensive 4C, and it's really not his thing. Penta, yeah, if you're coming to the States, you need to enjoy a few drinks. Drinks and joints.
I got the drinks covered.
Yeah, we got that covered, but good idea. Chavez says, everyone thinks Edmonton going to go back to the finals next year. I don't think they are. I think Dallas is going to beat Florida next year. Interesting. Buck says, would that take a discount because Tampa, to come to Tampa, if the Panthers lowball them? I just don't know where Ekblad would, where Tampa would get the money. They'd have to move somebody. Oh, he might be coming next year. Very cool, Penting. Hey, Adonis, thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. He says, not to jump the gun, but thanks, Eki, for everything. Glad we got you 2 cups, and you can retire here most likely, despite my criticism. Yeah, he might. We'll see. I mean, at least we've been waiting for them to announce some of the damn extensions, right? At least that rumor can go away now. Go Cat says this team will retire with 4 cups minimum. We ain't going anywhere anytime soon. We'll put it that way. Colin says get the rally caps so Ekblad can stay. GE says Ekblad has to do the same thing that Tavares did with the Leafs now that Bennett got $8 million. Tavares is still scoring 70 points a season under a $5 million contract. That's ridiculous. It's a really good deal that he signed, for Toronto. Really team-friendly deal for sure. Michael says, Toronto has Stolars for 1 more year at $2 million. That's a steal. He's a very good goalie. Maybe like Ekblad, Janmark, and a pick. Maybe add Picard for a goalie swap for either Woll or Stolars. Honestly, if I was Toronto, I know they like Woll, but man, I would not feel great about moving Stolars. I mean, I think he's proven to be pretty damn good at this point. Deuce, what about Nate Schmidt? The assumption is we're not going to be able to afford him. He would have had to take $1 million. He would have basically have had to take minimum wage, and he's probably, my guess is he's going to get $3 or $4 million somewhere. That would be my guess. Maybe 3x3 or 4x4 or something like that. Al says Marta told his agent he wanted to deal with Florida, but looks like they couldn't work anything out with Bennett, who has the same agent. Again, it's like the same thing as Pasta. It's like these guys can want to come here all they want, but just no room. Just no room. What are we going to have? A fourth line of Stamkos, Marner, and Pasta? Right? I mean, if they all want to come for $1 million, you know. Yeah, it's a good signing. Hey, Nick, how you doing, bud? Sorry, Boston, we're keeping Benny and your ex-captain, right? Oh, that's right. The draft is tonight. That's right. Remember when we used to take part in the draft? I remember. We traded all our draft picks for all the players we got now. We traded our draft picks for cups, right? Pente says, I've been watching Ekblad for years, guys. He's good, but he hasn't ever been worth more than $7 million, even in his best days, $5 million max for them. I mean, he's been getting 7.5. It's not like he's poor, right? I mean, it's easy for me to say, but we'll see how much he really wants to stay. Nano says Ekblad should be happy with 6x8. That would be like, if we offered him 6x8 and he turned it down by, I wouldn't go more than 6x6. But if he turned down 6x8, that would be good luck to you. Here, Max says Marchand was great, but are we really going to give a 37-year-old a 3-year deal? When you're in the position we're in right now, you know, we're yes. The answer to that question, in my opinion, is yes. When you're in a position to do things that nobody's done before in the cap era, I think you just go for it. Al says Stolar is the most likely of all former Panthers to come back to haunt us. You mean other than Marchessault and Smith? Yeah. Hey, David, how you doing, buddy? Erod's going into year 3 of 4. Okay, so there is 2 more years.
Hi, David.
Adonis says, we really have the team we beat in the finals twice, chasing the goalie that lifted the cup before their captain. Yeah. Yep, he took 8 to stay, David. Al says, if Marchand's able to play on the third line here for 3 years, he wouldn't be bad at this age. Perry is 4. I mean, it didn't even look like he was – it was his speed that was helping us and his anticipation, right? I mean, he just doesn't look like he's really slowing down a whole lot. And being able to put him on the third line with Lundell and Luosterainen, please, Bill, please.
He's better than Ovi's old ass, and he's like, what, 39?
Yeah.
He's faster than him.
Sure. Colin, you think Erod and J-Bo are the odd man out? I don't know if both go. I think if you move Erod, I think you definitely keep Bohlquist unless they're going to package them together. And I kind of feel like since we traded Sordiff, like Bohlquist probably likely to stay. Hey, Nick, how you doing, bud?
Sure, I got this.
She's got her hard mics. I haven't burned anything yet. I haven't even eaten dinner yet.
The night is young.
I haven't even eaten dinner yet. You want me to go get you another drink?
You want to leave me hanging out with them?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave Donna with all these guys alone. All right. Don't steal my girlfriend.
They're harmless unless what's his name's on here. What's his name? Taunts.
Taunts, yeah. If Taunts is here, I come back to the girlfriend.
What about you, True? You got a little drinky drink? Or you burning anything tonight? I can't see the comments till Jaws comes back, but you can answer it. And David, you working tonight or you off?
All right. Here you go. How many of them tried to steal you away?
No. I asked True what he's drinking or burning, and I asked David if he was working, but you guys, I'm not going to touch your thing, so.
You're not going to touch my thing?
Well, I'm going to touch your thing, but I'm not going to touch your computer.
Jeez, I bought you alcohol and you're not going to touch my thing?
That's our inappropriate conversation, discussion that we'll be starting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Penta, you think you can't pay more than $3 million for Marchand? I don't know.
Marchand's the only player his age doesn't worry me.
Yeah, his age doesn't worry me there, Alice. I'll agree there.
You see the way he was partying? He don't look like no.
No, he looks fine to me, right?
I would mind partying with him.
Krabs said last year we had to let Montour and Lomberg walk, but this is a little bit different. I agree. Yeah, exactly, Kate. Do not allow Corey Perry on this team. We don't need him. I don't think we would have traded Sordiff unless we were pretty sure that we had Marchand in the bag. I just really don't think we would have done that. Oh, GP, yeah, I guess we won't see that Sturm goal as a cat. That's right. Manny, yeah, it's most likely Rodriguez, yeah. Bucks. Yeah, YouTube was doing a bunch of things. Yeah. Yeah, they're hopefully they give us the option to change it back. That's all I want. Yeah, that's a good point, Alice. You can have multiple channels, and some of the channels are linked to older versions of the site. eBay's kind of the same way too, a little bit with Kyle and I. It might be Simon. I'm not sure. It's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. Oh, I had an itch.
Got it. You good?
Thank you.
Okay.
What is that, 7 o'clock? Okay, good.
You're a mess.
I at least want to eat by 8 or something. We'll have to get Kyle on here for 10 minutes. Yeah, no Corey Perry. Corey Hart, Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, sure, but no Corey Perry. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Thornton into the Hall of Fame. Yep. What are you doing, Leia?
Lele.
She's got something she's chasing over there.
Lay. She catches bugs.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
an exterminator.
True says, I was chatting last night, and they give awards now for top subscribers. It's like a little purple crown thing that pops up. Yeah. True. That's a feature that they're rolling out, but we don't have the option to choose it.
Something's on her mouth.
What are you doing, Lele? Jesus, stay over there.
Can you get that off
I'm
her
trying.
mouth?
Yeah. Come on. Go back over here. Oh, shit. There. Ooh, she almost did it. You got to stay on your bed, baby.
Almost
Okay?
don't count.
Almost don't count. Stay on your bed. Okay? Get your monkey and stay on your bed.
Get your monkey and stay on your back.
On your bed. Yeah, true. Yeah, the what do they call that? I know what you're talking about. I was hoping that YouTube would give me that feature, but they're testing it out on channels. They haven't. I don't have the option yet. Oh yeah, on Dobson signing the 8-year deal with Montreal. I think it's a good deal for them. I think the whole thing was, I think Montreal still under 10 million, right? I know some people feel like it's an overpay, but Montreal ain't playing around. They're definitely trying to piece together a team that can compete with the Panthers. I don't know about this upcoming year, but they're going to be a wagon. They're going to be a problem at some point.
Who's 13 DTN?
Yeah, who's 13 DTN? Is that Dietrich? Because I see the D. Is that Dietrich? Cedar right now is running circles on Pat Riley, right? Yeah. Yeah, we don't need Corey Perry, Adonis. I agree there.
They got good chemistry going right now.
Oh, thoughts about Rasmus Anderson if Ekblad walks? We'd have to trade for him, right? Because we were looking at the guys that are going to be free agents next year, and that was one of the names that I thought about. I mean, I was going to say maybe you'd move Rodriguez as part of a deal for him, but I don't even know if Calgary picks up the phone if we call. You know, hey, Hurricane Sam, feeling pretty good. Yeah, we can suffer a dark decade if we win another cup. Exactly, Nano. True. Yeah, all I got to do is dig some players out of Buffalo. Exactly. I think Erod is less about free money to sign other players and more about free money for the future so that we're not that tight on cap space. Well, we still need to know what Bobrovsky's extension is going to be. She's just putzing around.
There's nothing there. Break. Change your handle to your previous name.
Yeah, if you change your handle to your previous name, that'll help out for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's not super easy. Oh, there's a super chat. Let me scroll down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom. Holy crap, I'm way behind.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Thank you, Killer Miller. Thank you, bud. That's not even it, but that's the one. Says Bennett, like Bennett, I ain't effing leaving. Exactly. Thank you, Killer Miller. Appreciate that.
That was classic.
Hey, Trey, no Corey Perry. Hold on, I'm scrolling down to find this super chat. There it is. I knew that was Frank. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, buddy.
Hey, Donna,
Thank you, Frank.
His trip to Florida, I'm sure. 11. He was signing, let the boobies hit the floor. Let the boobies hit the floor.
Frank is always drunk. He's permanently drunk.
Oh, can he be my friend?
Man.
Will Frank be there?
Yeah, he was there. He'll be there for sure. Definitely. Yep. So I missed a lot of comments because I had to scroll down to the bottom. I was way behind.
Singing Let the Boobies Hit the Floor.
He's saying that I went to Club 11 and was singing Let the Boobies Hit the Floor.
You were not.
I know I wasn't, but Frank's just trying to get me in trouble so he can steal himself.
I know that you would not. That's not. First of all, you don't drink.
Right. Exactly. I would not be coherent
and you're a
enough.
Very
chill.
Other person.
Exactly. Zuma says, hey, Jaws, was wondering, has any team in history ever won a cup with a good first line and the rest being decent to average? It's a good question. I mean, maybe back in the day, maybe the 90s at some point, somebody might have done that. If it was like absurdly elite goaltending. The game has changed so much now. But I don't know that any team has put together what Florida has, not in the cap era.
Go see what we missed.
Okay, you want me to scroll up and see what I missed a little bit? All right, I know. KTA, the Habs did sweep us in the regular season. Yep.
You get your rent when you damn door.
Yeah.
Give me rent.
Silva said, who's going to replace Marshy?
No one.
Nobody. If you don't sign Marchand, Rodriguez stays. Give me rent. Rent?
The football channel.
The football channel has that feature, Colin. I'll have to look at it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, you're saying the football channel has that feature for the okay, I see what you're saying. That I did not know that because I don't see it on StreamYard. Thanks for letting me know, Colin. So they gave it to the football channel, but not this one. That makes sense. That makes sense.
It does.
Seriously.
Sense.
Hey, Simon, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man. You're good. You're a good dude. You're a good dude. Point guard says Ekman can't skate. His stock is going backwards. Yeah, we're not going to get no Corey Perry. Trey says empty netters has nailed everything they've called so far, including Bennett's 8x8. It sent Bennett and Marchand are staying. Mr. Olympia is getting paid. That's probably sounds about right. Now, if that happens, though, you still got to trade Rodriguez to pay for whoever's going to come in and play with Mikkola, right? But yeah, I think Marchand's staying.
I think your boy Rodriguez.
I think Rodriguez is yeah. I think so. There you go, Simon or Donna.
Hope your work is doing well. I hate my work.
Yeah, she was having a rough week at work.
Yeah, but this was the worst.
Yeah,
I am very stressed.
Yeah, she's ready to
put in that 2 weeks, pull out that 401k, and move it over here. ASAP. Not really. A couple months.
You have an ice cold water and some top grade indica. Nice.
Joel, this may sound like. Why is McDavid big and fat? Stupid.
Are you drunk? Be honest. Nice.
He's not fat.
He's not fat. He's festively plump.
I don't know about the stupid and overrated part, but he's not fat.
Let me scroll down here to the. Scroll down here, right? So Simon, yeah, the leaderboard function. Apparently I have it on the football channel, but not on this one. So that is something that YouTube is doing that I have no control over. So I guess once I see it, I'll know a little bit more about it. I don't know why they put it on the football channel and not this one. That just makes a lot of sense, right? Don't put it on the channel I stream on every day. Seriously, right? Like I've had one stream in like 6 months on the football channel, and that's where they put it.
Take that one with speed reading course.
Oh, I go Gibby. Oh boy, Adonis is gone, man.
What is that? What does that even mean?
I think he's just drunk.
Okay, that's cool. We like that.
Yeah, Corey Dingle Perry.
I've been having a rough week too, yo.
Oh man, yeah. Especially with all this heat, right?
I feel you. I hope you're drinking or smoking something. Here's to those people who had a rough week this week. I feel you. I'm with you.
Yeah, the Oilers can only move on from Skinner if they find a clear replacement. I heard they're going after Stolars. True, it's 10 years you worked for the gym? Damn. Hey, Dominic's. True, working for yourself is a thing of beauty until the bills come in. And then you wish you could call your boss and have them give you a raise. It don't work that way.
Get that check every Friday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how's your back doing, Nick? Colin says if Ekblad goes, call the Ducks for Gudis. I mean, a Mikkola Gudis pair would not be too shabby. The first pick's coming in. Oh, Tons is here.
Uh-oh. How much has he had to drink?
The woman. Tons is here. Bedman's getting booed again.
If he's drunk, I'll be looking good, but no.
Dominic's, I don't have any faith that is true about going after Pasta. It makes obliteratingly no sense that we would do that. He makes 11 and a quarter, yeah, I'm good. And there's just no reason, especially now that we know Bennett is coming. I mean, what are you going to do? Trade? If Boston wants to give us Pasta, they can have Erod and Boquist, and they got to retain 50%, right? I mean, it ain't never going to happen. It just wouldn't make any sense. We're going to put them on the fourth line. Yeah, Thomas, how you doing, bud? Yeah, the Canadians got Dobson. They're going to be pretty good. Oh, what we got? Hey, thank you again, Frank. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Frank. This is just my opinion. I would let Eki and Marshy walk. Trade Rodriguez, got a little bit younger. There's some good options out there. Jordan Spence, Nick Hague, Fabro, Yokiharu, Miller, Gabrikov. I like Yokiharu if Ekblad goes. That I do like.
How much of it is chemistry among the players?
Exactly.
Though?
I think Marchand, you gotta keep Marchand. It's just you gotta do it, in my opinion. Nick, you want to open up a guitar shop? No, do it, man. Do it, kid. Taunts. Erod and Benning to Calgary for Rasmussen. I mean, Benning, yeah. I don't know what – I mean, I'm not ranking on the guy, but he doesn't have the size you would think that we would need, right? I don't know why the fans boo like that.
I think we should get McDavid.
Nah, I don't want Dick David. Dick David. That's his new name, Dick David.
I feel bad for him playing on them loser teams.
I don't feel so bad for him.
I guess everybody here feels like he's overrated anyway, so he's not that good.
I don't know about that. It just
Yeah.
I like our guys. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
they got chemistry.
Right.
That's important, knowing that person's going to be there when you go to press. Y'all got a thing going.
Dave says, I work at a freaking goat rodeo. 40 dudes, none over the age of 10, even though they're all 30 to 50 years old. Since they took my training stick, this job sucks.
Oh, my God.
Your bag's better, but still gets not great, still bad when you do any kind of work. Ay, 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 ay.
I have 2 herniated discs, so I feel you.
Yeah. But she's also going to be married to a massage therapist, so she chose wisely.
Finally.
Derek says Marshy made too much of an impact to be let go. I kind of agree. Since you have no back muscles, your abs stuff took over, and now you have a 46-year-old six-pack or old six-pack. So I didn't answer. Why is McDavid stupid? He has lived in Alberta for half his life. Why is he overrated?
Make no cups. See, I told you he needs to come.
Oh,
Get out.
what have you been drinking, Adonis?
Do you feel bad for McDavid? Do you feel like he needs to be on a cup-winning team?
McDavid's going to go to Montreal. I know.
Are you okay there, buddy?
I'm the one she was drinking. McDavid's going to go to Montreal. That's what Trey told me. Trey promised me that was going to happen. Sure, yeah, it's a business at the end of the day. I get you. Yeah, the Isles got their first right. Yeah. Yeah, most people kind of feel like Ekblad's going to be gone. But we could wake up surprised.
Or Rodriguez.
Right? Well, if you sign Marchand, there's definitely no money left to sign Ekblad unless you trade Rodriguez.
They better take Marchand.
But even if you don't sign Marchand, if Ekblad leaves, there's still not really enough money. Well, I guess there might be enough money, barely, to replace him, depending on what Zito goes and does. Cats just need to make DQ the official ice cream of the Cats to keep Marchand. Exactly. Piss off McCover. McDavid versus Goliath every series. Yeah. Oh, my God. True. Yeah, I don't feel bad for anyone finishing up a $100 million contract. My thoughts exactly, right?
$100 million.
His last contract, he gets paid a lot. It gets paid a lot of money. Not a year, not 100 per year.
Oh.
But in total, in terms of the value of it. Cade, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about Montreal. Wake up surprised sounds like a third marriage. Donna says, I feel for McDavid, but it's a team sport and they have to come together to win it all. It just ain't served to you on a platter. McDavid's running out of time. Yeah. And this year wasn't as close as last year.
Did the Oilers just not have like the chemistry?
Well, they pay their guys. So between McDavid and Draisaitl, their guys are getting paid so much money that they have to go cheap in other areas of the team. And so one of those areas they've gone cheap in is goaltending. And so they play us, and we get in the 6 games, we scored 2 goals in the first period 5 times, and the other game we scored 3. And that's the game they came back and won. So if you're constantly losing 2-0 at the end of the first period or allowing that many goals, it's only so much that the offensive guys are going to do. That was Skinner and Picard. The one game was Picard.
So Wall is with who?
That's Toronto's second.
Wall was good.
Wall was good.
Wall was a wall.
Wall was a
he
wall.
Was really good.
Yeah, he was good. Toronto didn't lose because of him. Matthew Schaefer, was that what the expected pick was? Julian, was I taking this weekend off? I said if we did something, I'd go live. So I'll hang out.
This is our life.
Yeah. What else am I going to do?
We love you guys.
Yeah.
You're fun. You're kind of fun.
Yeah.
We have a lot in common. We love hockey.
Exactly.
And Florida.
G says, I'm of the opinion trading Rodriguez either way. Got to make some changes even when winning. Just prove this cup run. Yeah. I mean, Sam Miskevich. Don't forget we got to sign Sam Miskevich there too. So I just wonder what that contract's going to look like. I'm figuring originally I was thinking 2, but that was before he got pulled out of the playoffs. Maybe 1 3/4, 1.5. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, buddy?
They're probably so far down.
Hello, real quick.
Hey, all right.
You want to say hi to them?
You want to say hi? No? Okay.
I'm not quite dressed for that.
Oh, he's okay.
Kyle says hi.
Yeah, no, I wanted to hear it from you guys. What is the contract?
It's 8x8. 8x8. 8x8.
Nice.
Yeah. So
he got paid.
He got paid, but it's a good deal all the way around for everybody.
How many of them are already asking if Marchand and Ekblad can also?
Well, that's what I think they're working on Marchand first.
Okay.
It's nothing is official. Of course, it's all rumors, but we're not hearing a lot of positive stuff about Ekblad so far.
But you said if we keep Marchand, we gotta get rid
If
of.
we keep Marchand, you got to trade Rodriguez anyway because there's just no room for him.
So
yeah. So all right, kid.
Have fun.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, let's see where they're at. Down here.
Yeah, Angie says McDavid and Draisaitl, right? You can't have both the bag of the cup, right? Bag is like get your bag of money.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how they say it. Yeah. But I think if Joel was our coach, we didn't have to go that 1 year we won the President's Trophy. I think we would have won the cup. That's a good question. I think the way that season played out is why we weren't in these cups, because that's what prompted Zito to move Huberdeau and Weegar for Tkachuk, and that's what did it. So the way things worked out, to me, it worked out perfectly. True, yeah, Knobloch's not the best coach in the world. No, he's not. Was not really able to make a lot of adjustments. Yeah, Knobloch's strategy is just throw McDavid and Draisaitl and Perry out there together until they score, basically.
Do you feel like Barkov really did a whole lot?
His job
kind of down this year.
No,
in the playoffs.
His job when we're in the playoffs is to shut down the opposing team's top players.
Oh.
That's his job. That's why we pay everybody else to score goals.
You didn't hear him doing a whole lot.
Nope. Yeah. But that's why McDavid didn't get, and that's why all these guys get shut down, because that's Barkov's job.
Cool.
Yeah, Schaefer has to go to the Islanders. Yep. Yeah, the parade was fun. Shreve said, yeah, good morning, Kyle.
He just had his little nightly walk out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Don says, I like Knobloch as a coach, but I feel as if his calm demeanor is not what the club needs. Maurice does it best with the calmness. He's always planning for the next game and presses the right buttons. Yeah. Julian says, Zito to keep Eggplant. I would give him a 1-year, $3 million deal and then give him $5 million in bonuses. That way the owner pays it. But when Bob's contract is up, give Eggplant term and focus on Mikkola. I don't disagree with that at all, but I think if Ekblad was going to be willing to do that, it would have already been done. He doesn't strike me as a guy who's willing to do that, unfortunately. Craig says, Boquist can't be the 4C unless he adds 20 pounds of muscle and takes toughness lessons from Greer and Gadjevich. Yeah, no disagreement there. So we do need a 4C. Unless Nosek just wants to come back for $1 million.
Who's drunk?
Exactly. Donna's working on it.
Who was that?
Andrew. It's Andrew. It's Andrew.
Is that what his name is on the
Yeah.
channel?
Yeah. Don't.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, if we could get Ekblad to take the 1-year deal, that would be fine. But he's not going to do that. Somebody earlier said you just get him to take the 1-year deal and then extend him in January. But then if he gets hurt, right, then he's screwing himself. And he's just, unfortunately, he's just not going to do that. I can't really blame him that much. We have 5 picks tonight. Yeah, but later. The draft is tonight.
For
the NHL draft. So we don't have any picks until the 4th round.
Okay.
So the guys that we're going to take are,
Later.
Julian. Yeah, the pasta thing is pure insanity. I mean, people are talking about Lundell, Verhaeghe, and Forsling. I mean, the dumbest thing in the world that you would ever think that Zito would do. The guy that supposedly confirmed the rumor is from Czechoslovakia, and he covers soccer. And I'm not making that up. We looked at it earlier on Twitter today. So, no. It can't possibly make any less sense. I'm just surprised at the number of people on Twitter that taking it seriously. Why in the world would we just won 2 cups in a row? It just doesn't even come close to making any kind of sense
we already
at all.
discussed the quality of the Twitter people
Yeah,
over dinner.
exactly.
Well, my dinner.
Julian says you saw the package you saw was Lundell, Mikkola, and Samoskevich. So I mean, just blow up the whole team, right? For one guy. I mean, it's complete insanity that anybody would even think that Zito would consider that. We've got the best 3C in the league at $5 million. And what are we going to do? Lose Ekblad and Mikkola? And then forget for Samoskevich. Forget that. Yeah, Trey, I know you like that part. Hey, Dana.
Oh.
Yeah, just send the Bruins another conditional pick, right? Not to mention the salary. I mean, even the deal with Lundell, Mikkola, and Samoskevich, it still don't even work salary-wise, really. It's just why? Where do people get that idea?
Twitter.
I know. It's just so blatantly, obviously, impossibly, stupidly fake. I just don't understand. I just don't understand people sometimes. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about on Twitter.
People are dumbasses.
Because what's happened is that guy tweeted that saying it's been confirmed, and then people just keep, retweeting it and acting as though it's been confirmed. George says the rookies ain't get the cookie. And don't forget, the same guy said that Bennett was signing with the Bruins. The same guy that confirmed the rumor about Pasta said Bennett was signing with the Bruins, and that Marchand was going to the Leafs. You know, easy on the moonshine. I wish. I wish. And, yeah, I know. I wish. Give me a cookie. I want cookie. Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
I hate not knowing who these people are.
I
can't tell if they're our regular peeps.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, I'm on subscriber mode, so
that don't mean it.
It's just a lot. It's just people showing up because it's Friday night.
Friday night.
We got. What's that? Does that say 357 people in here? That says 357 people in here.
All right, you're just gonna
Y'all,
have to wait to eat.
I know I'm gonna have to wait to eat. Yeah,
People want to talk hockey.
That's fine. You want moonshine? Yeah. Do you need another drink already?
Ah!
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Wait, Andrew gave you $5.
Oh, he did?
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, brother.
The moon
Thank you, bud. The moon is shining. It's shining.
Oh, now you're going to sing, babe?
So, David says, I did it all for the nookie so you can take that cookie.
Ah!
So, David, I had a girlfriend even before I met my ex-wife.
You had a girlfriend?
And she came to Christmas at my grandfather's house, and he gave us a box of cookies, and he gives it to us, and he literally says, you get cookie after the nookie. That's exactly what he said to me.
That's a pretty easy deal. You want this one too?
Slam it. Just put it in your mouth and swallow.
That's a different channel. Chug, chug, chug. I had a week from hell. I could not wait to get here today. I was a Capitals fan until I met Jaws. Now I'm a Panthers fan. Most of my eating occurs before the nookie.
Here I come to save the day.
Trey said most of my eating occurs before the nookie. PG, there's no kids here. It's Friday night at 7:30. Them kids be playing video games and stuff.
Actually,
whatever.
We probably have multiple under 18-year-olds in the chat.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I'm sure.
Why?
Why? Because they watch.
Kids?
Yeah. I mean, Rosado's only like 15.
Yeah, but he don't act like a kid. He acts like a 30-year-old man. Rosado is wise beyond his years.
Okay. Right.
He's a world traveler.
Hey, Jenna. Yeah, it's a good night. It's a good night. No more capping.
Thank you for my drink, honey.
Now say the 7 words. What am I supposed to say?
Huh? Now say
Mr. Biss says, now say the 7 words. What's the 7 words? Mr. Biss says, no cursing in this Christian Minecraft server.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
That might be a meme.
Minecraft server.
Yeah.
And maybe there are kids that.
Yeah.
Is that
maybe.
a kid?
Yeah.
Is that a kid or is that?
Is Mr. Vid a kid? I don't think Mr. Vid's is a kid. Kazuma says, Jaws, if this team wins 3, they'll be the best Florida team in history, even better than the 72 Dolphins. Yeah. Considering the cap, it's the cap era and all of that, I can agree with you there. Trey.
What's up with the...
No, leave that. Yeah. Who's the Capitals fans? Who's
They
the
were
capital?
talking about me.
Oh,
Like, so
yeah,
you're the
yeah,
capital.
yeah.
I'm like, no, I was before I met y'all. Now I'm a Panthers fan.
Green Loogie. No more extensions right now. Yeah, the chat is totally eroded. That's what happens if you hang out here long enough,
But it's erotic.
right?
Get it? Erotic.
Let's see. Let me see. It was 8-8. It was 8-8. The poll is favorite. Yeah, let me go check the poll. Let me see what the poll here says. Boy, look at the chat. Jesus.
People have things to say.
Oh, it must be catching up. Where the heck is my poll? Oh, 62. There it is.
Yeah.
It's 62 to 38%.
Wow.
Marchand. Yeah. There you go. Tana was talking about how she has no loyalty. Is that right, Trey?
What? Oh,
That's
to
what
the
Trey.
Caps?
Oh yeah, to the Caps.
Is like,
Yeah, she's like the Oilers fan that switched to jersey.
because it was my bracket.
I made the bracket post, by the way.
I had the Oilers over somebody.
So let's see if there's anything here. Is there any reliable information right now?
You're not on Twitter, are you?
I'm just looking to see if
On Twitter, there is no reliable.
oh no, that's where the reporters announce the stuff is on Twitter. Yeah. That's where they announce the stuff first.
Oh.
For sure.
So where's the pick at now for this draft? What are they on?
Well, we don't have a pick.
Mm.
We don't have a pick to the 4th round. So now here's somebody saying the Stars are in on Brad Marchand. Here's somebody if Brad Marchand hits the open market, the Leafs would consider him their top target. Like every team is like, here's somebody, Marchand, please come to Toronto. Don't sign with the fraudulent Panthers.
But he said he was happy he never had to get hit by Benny again.
By Benny again,
that
yeah.
means he's staying.
Yeah.
He busted himself out. He gave it away.
Yeah. I mean, all you see is other than Panther fans of every team are just like, think Marchand is going there. I mean, I can't imagine why Marchand would want to go to Toronto
Beside Matthews
in terms of to end his career that way. You know?
No, them's his bros. He's staying.
Yeah. I can't imagine, you know what I mean? Now,
No,
Ekblad's going to be a different situation. I want to see, you know what I want to see? I want to see the Sam Miskevich extension. I want to see the Sam Miskevich extension. That's what I want to see.
Does he know what fraudulent means?
Right? Yeah. The Leaf fans calling us frauds is hilarious. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Viz, you was making a reference to the George Carlin skit about the 7 words. Okay. Yeah. I don't remember it verbatim, but I know what you're talking about. Can you imagine people today with George Carlin? Holy crap. Exactly true. All the fans that hated Marchand are now begging for him to sign with them. There's one thing that these teams don't have, and they don't have Lundell and Luosterainen. Like, Marchand was great, but let's not pretend like it wasn't because he was on that third line with those kids. It just worked. It just worked beautifully. David. Sam Bennett, since that I can't imagine. Andrew says, Donna, who are you rooting for when the Panthers and Caps play next season?
Panthers.
There you go. Yeah, the Oilers guy that switched their jersey was a Penguins fan. Yeah, I posted something to the community board about that. Yeah. How much do we have left for Ekblad? Depends on Marchand. Mr. Vid says, who would I rather have, the 37 to 38-year-old or the player who took too much Blue Chew? Oh. That's so tough, man. I mean, we could have both, but Ekblad has to play ball. Batter says, Martian's in the Bahamas right now with the boys having the time of his life. Yeah.
He's staying.
He's staying. Exactly, Krabs. Work on Marchand first, then you see what Ekblad. Exactly. I mean, look. We knew that was the possibility when we got Seth Jones. Right? And I can understand that Ekblad might be a little bit burnt over that we would go get Jones that way and give him his money. Do we still have like 5 or 6 spots? No. It depends. So you got to sign Sam Miskevich. I think that's going to happen. If you sign Sam Miskevich and Marchand, you got to trade somebody. You got to trade Rodriguez. But even then, you still have Boquist, and the only spot you really need to fill is at 4C, which at that point you're playing Boquist to be $1.5 million on the bench. Honestly, I would just package Boquist and Rodriguez together, get a better pick, clear that space if you were going to do it. And then I would have said put Sordiff in that spot, but you're not going to do that. I don't know exactly where Devine could work in. I don't know that he's quite ready there. Blackhawks drafted Anton Frundell because those Antons, they're in love with Antons now. I think the first pick is not until the 4th round, Mr. Vids. Yeah.
Which is when?
Which is, you mean like what time?
When? Yeah. Like,
no, the whole draft is tonight.
But
it's not like football.
That's why. That's why I was saying where are they at now? Like,
they're still in the first few picks of the first round right now. So their 4th round won't be for several hours, I would assume. Yeah. Losers get early picks, Dave. But he's right. Yeah. So, but that's okay. What else we got here going on? Let's see. Wait, Twitter is so much. Where's my list? Let me go to a list. Let me go to one of my lists. Come on, what are we doing? Oh, what are we all the way over here? Those aren't my lists. What the hell is that? Oh, because that's Brad Marchand. I see.
Oh, yeah.
Twitter is so.
I'm sure you didn't have anything today.
Twitter is so much different than it used to be in terms of navigating it. And I'm not all that familiar with it as much as I used to be.
That's a long time to commit to, 8 years.
Well, you have to give him the 8 years to get him to stay.
How old's Bennett?
29.
Oh, he's a baby.
Yeah. So this is all just going to be stuff about the draft. Or not really. I don't think we're going to get much news during the draft. That would be my guess why the Panthers put out the news about Bennett earlier. The stream was about to end.
Shut up.
Oh, airplane. We're talking Naked Gun and airplane.
Yeah.
Riku says Ekblad 5 years, can't give him more than Gus. I just say just give him the Forsling contract. Like he can't think he's worth more than Forsling, right? But then again, we're paying Jones more than Forsling. But we didn't sign that contract.
What's in the cup?
What's
in there? Coffee?
No, my pre-workout.
Oh.
Because the water's not enough for my throat, so I needed.
Because what's about to go down?
Well, that too.
You need some pre-workout?
I need some pre-workout. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Green Loogie. Yeah. Right. And also Cuban. Yeah. And he had the suspension too. I mean, that is part of it for sure. Wait. They didn't give out the GM of the year award yet, did they? They don't do that tonight, do they? He should be getting it this year. Like if anybody gets it other than Bill Zito, it's absolutely dog shit rigged. Airplane, The Jerk, and Caddyshack are your top 3 comedies.
I like Tommy Boy and the ones with I'm too drunk to remember his name.
Yeah.
The guy that died.
Yeah, Matt Farley.
No.
Chris Farley. Chris Farley. They're close enough.
Oh, and the Talladega Nights and
Will Ferrell.
Step Brothers.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, give me Trading Places. Trading Places. You've got what's her name? Jamie Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis titties and young Eddie Murphy.
Your last, I was,
Ricky,
I was drunk when I said that.
Yeah. Dana.
Half the chat, really?
We'll be fine.
Are you serious? We're just talking about movies now, so it's cool.
As I'm Ron Burgundy.
That's Anchorman.
Yeah. Yeah, good old Anchorman.
Elf.
Well, I think I'll get ready to go eat dinner. Doesn't look like we're going to get much anything else here tonight in terms of news.
How many people do you have on here?
Yeah, people gone to the draft now, so that's cool. That's worth it. A lot of people actually like the draft format. I'm seeing on Twitter people liking it.
There's what's his name right there.
Where?
Up there.
Where?
Keep going. Hitting that, whatever that was. There.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
He was in Uncle Buck.
Right.
That was a good movie too, Uncle Buck.
So 8x8. Yep. All right. Yeah, some people think the 7 would have been better. And people thinking Erod's going to be the one to pay for that. Yeah. Just announced the Sam Iskevich extension. And we can all go. Not that we won't already go to bed happy, but I thought, oh yeah. Here's the stupid thing with the confirmed pasta thing, right? And then when you click who had confirmed it, it's this guy. Come on, yeah, man. He's it's like no, it ain't never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
And he does it for clicks, and you just clicked it.
I know. I just gave him a click.
Dang.
Exactly.
He deserves it.
Yeah, exactly. Lundell's career arc is wild. 4 years, President's Trophy winner, Cup Finals, and then back-to-back. Right. What? What?
Anton Lundell.
Oh, another fake. Right, another fake Lundell. Yeah. No, don't need it. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go eat my dinner. Said I'd jump on if something else happens. At certain point, though, I won't be available. You know what I'm saying? It's about 7:45 now. I would say by like 9:30, if something happens.
He's lying. If y'all hit up his phone and be like, "Hey, blah blah blah," he'll totally be like, "I gotta go live."
It's iffy. It's iffy, right? All right, everybody. Thank you all for hanging out. Much love on all the super chats. All right. Y'all got my number, so let me know if something happens. I won't have it on mute. I also, though, I cannot promise the shape I'll be in if something happens. Because when the Kachuk thing went down, it was like 11:30 at night, right? I mean, it was late when we got Kachuk. I remember that because I was asleep and I had to wake up to it. So, all right, everybody. Much love. Appreciate all the support. Thank you all. I'm going to go eat some dinner. I shall see you. If I don't see you tonight, I'll be live at noon tomorrow. That's for sure. All right.
Good night.
Good night. I think. Maybe.